Shalom Yashala. I'm gonna start this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Wakwakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us will well and will well to the Akwakodash, and salutation to you, Akiam, that's in highways and byways doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom. To this lesson, it's about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the number one enemy of Jacob. Steady, you so-called black, Latinos, and American, step by step, and their heart is deep. Those people search out iniquities. They're searching out a way for us to fall. And you got this man, Kevin Roberts, right? They have a PhD in African American study, okay? That research the way of our people, especially so-called black, okay? And the Americas, Judah, the tribe of Judah, okay? Because at the end of the day, Judah is the top tribes, okay? If you cut the head, the body will fall. And Esau Edom, the so-called white men, know that, okay? They know you have to cut the head and the whole body will fall. If the whole head is sick, the whole body will be sick also, okay? And that's the way Esau Edom operate, right? Especially in this time that we live in, those people are make it their business to study us so they can destroy us some more, okay? But the Mosai make sure that we see the enemy for what it is, okay? That's the enemies of always wanna be close by, okay? So you can take advantage, so you can oppress us even more, okay? Let's bring this thing out, okay?
This is Kevin.
This is J Judah, okay? This devil are obsessed with us, okay? This is Lady Creole. That's that lady speaking. I see Lady Creole right here. Okay, and this is Kevin Samuel, right? Kevin Roberts, right? Let's put it.
Roberts. He's not a politician. He's from the state of Louisiana. He built his life's work around African American history and the kinship of Black Americans. His thesis is on the transatlantic slave trade and the kinship of African Americans. Do you know who he is? This is Kevin Roberts. This is Kevin Roberts. This is Project 2025. And I need us to connect the dots. A man who built his academic journey from his bachelor's to his master's to his PhD to studying African American history and the kinship of African Americans put together.
I mean, this guy, he know exactly where we're from, right? And so I'm gonna bring that a Wikipedia, right? Let's go there. Okay, this from Kevin Roberts, right? Kevin Roberts, an American political strategist. They really say she's not a he's not a politician. He's a politician actually, as a matter of fact. A former historian who's the president of the Heritage Foundation, a conservative political think tank and lobbying arm. Okay, he's a lobbying arm, Heritage Action. Roberts was previously the CEO of another conservative think tank, the Texas Public Policy Foundation. Okay, that means this man is doing policies out here. Okay. Okay, let me see something real quick. You see, Roberts, president of the Heritage Foundation, got a PhD in African American Studies, right? In African American history, then use it to other projects 2025 and dismantle. You see, dismantle a lot of things that was supposed to be progress. You want so-called African American, okay? He used that same PhD he got to destroy our people, okay? Probably this thing that study African American, probably a lot of people in their mind, they will think this man was a friend. But at the end of the day, that's the enemy for you, okay? The enemy is always wanna be next to your side and then study you and then overthrow you. That's the enemy for you, okay? And let's go to the Wikipedia, right? They have for him, right? Okay, Wikipedia. This is Kevin David Roberts, right? American political strategist and former historian, who is the president of the Heritage Foundation, a conservative political think tank, okay, and is lobbying armed heritage actions, okay. As you can see, in some of those things, they were supposed to say what was study, okay. They didn't say none of those things out here. Academic work, right? In Mexico, Louisiana, okay. Main interest, African American history. Lucy, you see, got the thesis, right? Let me see. I think it's gonna have thesis, okay. See, American background, thesis, right? African Virginian, extended kin, the prevalence of West African family forms among slave in Virginia, okay. Let's go. They're gonna take a couple of seconds. Cool. Okay, this from Kevin Roberts right there. Okay, let's see. Let's bring the thing right here. African Virginia extended kin, the prevalence of West African kinship forms among slave in Virginia, right? Scholarship on slave families have focused on the nuclear family unit as the primary socialization institution among slaves, such as a paradigm ignores the extended family, which was the primary form of family organization among people in Western and Central Africa. By exploring slave trade data, I argue that 85% of slave imports to Virginia in the 18th century were from only 4 regions. People from each region, the Igbo. The Igbo is one of the main ones that say they are Israelites, right? The Akan, the Bantu speaking from Angola and Congo, especially a lot of people from Congo and Angola, and the Mende, okay, especially Congo, right? And Congo and Angola, a lot of them are Jakes, okay, a lot of them are Jews, man, okay? That's a known facts, okay? And the Mende and the Senegambia, okay, Senegal and Gambia, right? A lot Jake came from there too. Were marked by the prevalence of the extended family, the centrality of women, a flexible, decent systems are content that those 3 cultural characteristics were transferred by slave to Virginia. Okay, that means this man know exactly where a portion of those slaves from Virginia came from the Igbo, Congo, Angola, Senegalese, and Gambia. Okay, he know like exactly where our people came from. That means those people know exactly who we are. Okay, they know we are Israelites because in that region that is put in West Africa, it's like the region was heavily populated by Judah. Okay, and this man they know that. Okay, and now he used what he learned in the political way to create the Project 2025. Okay, to come against Jake at the end of the day, man. That's exactly what it is. Okay, and those people, okay, have done and those kind of people, the study they have done is to use those studies as a weapon against Jacob. Not just the tribe of Judah. I'm talking like the kingdom of Judah. It's like Benjamin, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which is like the so-called black Americans, the Haitians, the Jamaicans. It's all about all the 12 tribes. Okay, they all do those kind of studies in all the 12 tribes. But the most prevalent one we're talking about today is the men that do study onto the tribe of Judah, which is mainly the American blacks, right? The so-called American blacks. That's what they call us, African Americans, right? That's why they want us to identify as African Americans, but we are truly the tribe of Judah, and that's why you brothers and sisters, man, of you so-called black Latinos and American, okay, keep your ears open because the enemy is always watching, okay. And let's bring some few scriptures out here. Let's go to Proverbs 4 verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. And that's their job. Their job is to cause us to fall. Okay? And they don't sleep. Okay? For them is to create mischief, right? Okay, and if they don't do it mischief, their sleep is taken away, and that's why they go to great length to study us. Okay, they're obsessed with us. Okay, because they know once we get in rulership, it is done for them. They're gonna go in slavery. They know that. Once we're waking up, it's the end of their kingdom. Okay, let's see what the word mischief for. Right? Mischief. To be bad, be evil. That's them evil, man. To be injurious, be evil, be wicked, be evil. Okay, ethically. Okay, ethically. To do injury or hurt, to do evil or wickedly, mischief, participle. Okay, to break, broken, to be broken, to broken in pieces, to be broken asunder. That's exactly what they have done. They have broke our people down in pieces out here because they study us. Okay, okay. That's exactly what they have done, and they're displeased. Okay, with our they displeased with us, man. They hate us. They hate Yashala. They hate us without a cause. Okay, at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is, man. Okay. Uh, Verse 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Okay, they do those things, they practice those things to cause violence. Okay, to do wickedness against our people, to cause us to sin, to cause us to fall at the end of the day. Okay, the way of the wicked is as darkness, they know not why they stumble. Okay, because all they done, all their brain is out is darkness. All they know is darkness. All they know is to do mischief. Okay, they cannot do good, okay, to Jacob, because the enemy at the end of the day is to make us fall from our excellency. Okay, it's to take away our excellency, right? At the end of the day. Okay, and let's go to Psalm 64 verse 1. To the chief musicians, a song of David. Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. You see, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. This is secret counsel of the wicked. This man go to great length to study us, man. And they do that secret counsel from the exaggeration of the workers of iniquity. And that's what they do. They work iniquities out here, okay? Who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bow to shoot their arrow, even better words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. That's exactly what they do. They shoot in secret at the perfect. Okay? And this man take his time, okay, to study us in and out, step by step, to break us down, to see what we like, what we don't like, what make us go, okay, what make us take. He knows that. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snare privily. They say, we shall see them, okay? That's the game that Esau Edom play, okay, with Jacob, okay? They will give you rights and then take that rights away, okay? They play mind games with you. They know how to play mind games with you, okay? They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search. See, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart is deep, okay? They accomplish a diligent search. You see, this man did a diligent search. He got a PhD in African American study. And you got countless men like Kevin Roberts that doing study not only on the Southern Kingdom but on the Northern Kingdom, on the Latinos and Native Americans also, man. We got countless them like that, man. Because remember, the fathers of African American studies was Amalek, so-called Jewish white men, right? That come with those studies out here. Kevin Roberts, I'm saying sorry about Kevin Roberts is one of those devils. Okay, he was once one of many devils like that. Okay, but this man now is in charge of a lot of things right there, man. Okay, and still when I come faithfully with the Project 2025 that attacks any foundation of so-called black civil rights movement. That's why I see the civil rights is being trampled down. Okay, the DEI, or I call it DI, and affirmative action being taken away. It those kind of people, man. Okay, that working in the background. Okay, that doing those kind of things, right? But the Messiah shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be found wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. You can see this man right here. You see, it's like now this man is being revealed for what it is. Now when you go to Wikipedia, Wikipedia tell you this man study African American study. When this man came up, when you see a lot of times before the Wikipedia is saying he got a PhD in African American study, a lot of those things we're looking at, it's not even there no more. Just to show you that this will go into great length, okay, to hide what they do, okay, and that's Esau Edom for you, man. Okay, let's go to Psalm 52. Psalm 52 verse 2. Thy tongue devises mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and those people love evil more than good. It's not in the mind to do good, man, because they love evil more than good. Okay, and lying rather than speak righteousness. Okay, the way they compose lies against Jacob, man. Okay, so they can hide our identity out here. Okay, all those nations and those Esau, those Amalekite at the head of it. I wouldn't be surprised if that many say Amalekite. Okay, thou lovest all divine words, although deceitful tongue. You see, what do you see? Quent us from the Igbo, we from this region, but they will never tell you the real truth out here that we're from the tribe of Judah. Okay, he knows that because this man go to get a PhD. You don't think this guy went out there and searched deep, okay, and know exactly what we're talking about? What make you think when you come to that study? Okay, when he found out with the real Jews, it turned into a real devil right there, man. Okay, he ain't going back and say, "Oh yeah, I make a mistake." No, it's not in them to see that, man. Let's go. That's why you're never supposed to trust your enemy out here, man. Okay. Okay, Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crunching, take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou have watched a looking glass. Because I bet you in those classes, this man was, little Jake was in those classes, studying African American studies, right? And they probably think this man was an ally. But all those times, this man was paid to be there, man. Okay, just like you see, Esau Edom was there to go into African American, so-called African American studies, man. I bet you they got chicks doing the same thing also, man. They got some token so-called black men. They got to get some Hamites there, man, studying Judah, and then make have them a way to effectively destroy us, man. Okay, and Jake is a sellout. A lot of Jake are sellouts out here, man. Okay, it's just to let you know, this man will never altogether wipe away. That there's that evil beady a remnant of evil with always inside of him that always ready to come out. Okay, even though it's like a snake that shed his skin. Okay, after a while, but that same skin is starting to come back, and as it go, that serpent go onto a dragon that hide behind a wall, okay, and the heat and the flames coming out of his mouth, okay, but you cannot see that flame because he's hiding behind a big wall right there until it came out, until that wall gets so old and crumble, okay. Now you're gonna see the dragon for what it is. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. The wall is being crumbled, and now we're seeing the devil for what it is, man. who will pity a charmer, okay? Let's neither let him sit by thy right hand, let his sick, okay, set him not by thee when he have outwon thee, he stand in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. If thou be at the last, remember my words and be pricked their way. Okay? Again, set him not by thee. Don't say this man that's by you because he studied the same thing as you, man. Okay? And if you see him next to you, you're gonna take your place. Who will pity a charmer that is bathing with a serpent, and any such are come nigh wild beasts. So one that go to his center and is foul with him, and his sin it will pity. For a while it will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, it will not tell you, because that's what they do. They cause you to fall out here, and it's not gonna tell you. It's gonna apply more pressure. That's why you see all those things coming down. Because Esau Edom, his job is to cause us to fall. Okay, an enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagine how to throw thee unto a pit. Okay, the Spanish is there to set a trap for us. Okay, to throw us into that pit, into that system, right? Okay, so we can never get out of that system. We cannot never get out of that pit that they dig for us, man. We're still gonna stay in the systems and be a beggar in the system, okay? But guess what? We're gonna call to Yahweh Power by Hashem. We're gonna cry to the Most High. We're gonna beg Yahweh Power by Hashem Yahushua, and that's the only one that we're supposed to beg to, okay? An enemy speaks swiftly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to overthrow thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And this man will tell you, "Oh, I understand the African American plague. We're gonna try to do something about it." He's gonna cry with you. You're gonna say, "I feel your pain. I study your history. I feel," but in his mind and his soul, you're gonna try to find an opportunity. He's not gonna be satisfied with blood. They get Project 2025. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, because he was always there. He was always the one that that stabbed you with the screw and twisted. He was always there. Okay, you just never turn your head far enough in your back to see he was that man that was stabbing you and twisting that that screw. Okay, he will shake his head and clap his hand and whisper much and change his countenance. That's the kind of people we're dealing with. We're dealing with the devil here, man. And that's what the Bible says, never trust that enemy. Okay? Good luck going out there and trust that enemy, because those people, those enemies, they conspire against you, Jacob. Let's get it right here. Let's go to Psalm 83. Psalm 83 verse 1. Is Psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. And Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and all those in the nation, they hate the Most High. Not only they hate the Most High, they hate Jacob. They hate his only begotten son, Yahushua Mashiach. They hate the angels, okay? They hate everything that's there for righteousness, man. Okay? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. You see, that's a crafty counsel against our people, man, against Judah, against Jacob. And you got, like I said before, you got all of them that doing those kind of studies out there, man. They got all of them that's taking this kind of console to study us, okay, truly, okay, perfectly, completely. They're studying us, man, so they can come away with a form of oppression upon us, man. They have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no remembrance." Why do you think they're doing all those studies? So they can erase our name, man. Okay, so they can cut off us from being a nations out here, for not remember that we Israelites out here. Okay, that's why they call us so-called African American, blacks, Negroes, Afro. They got all kind of name for us, man, except for the truth. Okay, except for us for them telling us the truth. For they have consulted together with one consent. They have confederate against thee, the tabernacle of Edom, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arab man, Moab is the Japanese man, and the Agarenes, Gebal and Ammon. Ammon is the Japanese man, and Amalek is the called Jewish man, right? And the father of African Americans are the three so-called Jewish men, right? Okay, that's what we're dealing with, okay? And we do those things with those American heritage things that we see, and that's how they make policies out here, okay? Let's go to Isaiah 10, okay? Isaiah 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the father. That's exactly what they do, man. They pass to the American heritage that they have. Those I call those things. Let's see. Let's bring that thing up real quick. See, soon after Robert joined a Heritage in December 2021, the organization established the highly controversial Project 2025. Let's see what the Project 2025 is about. Project 2025, also known as the 2025 Presidential Transition Project, is a political initiative published in April 2023 by Heritage Foundation with the goal of reshaping the U.S. federal government by consolidating executive power in favor of right-hand policies. It constitutes a policy document that suggests specific change to the federal government, a personal database for recommending vetting low staff in the federal government, and a set of proposed executive orders for the U.S. president to implement those policies, right? Okay, and that's why you see a lot of things. It's a Federal Bureau of Investigation, right? And where do you see the jig is getting fired from? A lot of jigs, especially the so-called black women, are getting fired from those jobs, man. Okay, because those jobs is one of the highest, the federal government jobs. Okay, they're the highest hiring of so-called African American women. Okay, they're the number one. Okay, employee of so-called okay, of ending diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Okay, see, they see what this man did. Every program that was set up to help chicks a little bit, they take them down. You see, the plans also propose enacting laws supporting by the Christian rights. Okay, the Esau Edom. Okay, when they talk about the Christian right, they talk about the so-called white man, fake religion that they fake righteousness that they try to impose upon the people, man. Okay, but okay, you know exactly what it is, man. Okay, the Heritage Foundation. Okay, that's when it's over the Heritage. Forgot what they say about him. Okay, American Police Service, a former historian who is the president of the Heritage Foundation. Okay, lobbying. You see, he's a lobbyist. It's like he's there to lobby Congress. Okay, to laws and to do a like, that's why I bring that scripture out, man. Okay, Isaiah 10, right? This man, the lobbyists, right? And to them, and the lobbyists do, they propose laws, executive orders to do their bidding. Okay, this is bidding to bid on the highest possible things that you want to get done in Congress, right? And those people are taking the rights of our people out there, man, and that's his job. He ain't gonna stop. And let's go to Lamentation. Lamentation 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fell for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. And those kind of people, they will never try to save us, man. Okay? Because it's not their will, it's not in them to try to make it better for us. It's for them to make it hard for Jacob, man. Okay, all the way around. And as a nation of people, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay, cannot save us because it's still that job is up to the Most High to save us, man. And the Most High says he's gonna save us. He make that promise unto our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as gonna save us. Okay. As for us, our eyes, okay, now see verse 18, they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagle of the heaven. They pursue us upon the mountains. They lay wait for us in the wilderness. Exactly what you see, man. They pursue us upon the mountains. And mountains mean government, mean nations are here, okay? And every nations are here, those people, they pursue us, okay? They study us. Okay, let's see what the word pursue mean, right? To hotly pursue, to kindle, to inflame, to burn, hotly pursue, okay? Persecutors, pursue, kindle, chase, persecute, burning, inflame, okay? Okay, pursue hotly. They pursue us hotly, man. They're gonna find out where our taking point is, okay? Where our weakness is at. And that's exactly what we see, man, okay? And let's go to Psalm Psalm 10 verse 1. Psalm chapter 10 verse 1. So I stand those afar with Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushua. And to Musa turn his back on us, man. Okay? Why I hide is because we worship other gods and do all kind of abominable works. Why hide is do thyself in time of trouble. And we're in time of trouble, okay? Because the enemy, they got Project 2030, they got Project 2025, okay? Since last year, those people have been breaking down whatever progress that so-called black Latinos and Americans have done, okay? They want to bring us back into the Stone Age in a way, man. Okay, make our burden harder, make our slavery harder, just like in the land of Pharaoh, and the Musa is hardening their heart. The wicked and his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in his devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boast of his heart desire, and bless the covetous, whom the Lord abhor. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. Yahweh power is not in all his thoughts. See, the Musa is not in all his thoughts. Because what he see is seek to destroy us, man. His way are always grievous, that judgment is far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, puff out. That's why he can do that. Because he doesn't respect his enemies out here, man. He have said in his heart, he shall not be moved, for I shall never be an adversity. Esau Edom see it like that. They can never be an adversity. No one can bring them down. No one see what they're doing. That's what they in their mind, that's what they say. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He's sitting at the lurking place of the villages and secret places. Do he murder the innocent? His eyes are privily set against the poor. Again, his eyes are privily set against the poor. Who's the poor? It's Yashala, you so-called black Latinos and American, you speckled birds, man. That's part of the nation of Yashala, okay? And part of the hopeful elect sons and daughters of Yashala. You are the poor, and his eyes set against the poor, man. He lie in wait secretly as a lion at his den. He lie in wait to catch the poor. He do catch the poor when he draw him onto his net, and that's exactly what they do. They study you and they draw you onto their net, okay, and they catch you. And a lot of times, those people that they catch, it's hard for them to escape, okay, that net. Because mentally, spiritually, physically, Esau on our people in Babylon, man. That's exactly what we see, okay? And with that, I hope you brothers and sisters edify. I'm going to close this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us well and will well to the Kakodash, and salutation to you, Akim and Akraf, that's in this truth, that's calling upon the name of Yahweh, Yahushua Mashiach. Shalom.